Hello friends, welcome to the YouTube channel Civil Steps. So Civil Steps has started one of the important series that is for prelims 2022. So Target Prelims 2022 initiative of Civil Steps will help students to cover the important topics of history, geography, polity, economy, science, environment and current affairs. So this Target Prelims 2022 series has started from 19th of December 2021 and will help you to cover more than 1000 important topics for prelims examinations. Target Prelims 2022 has been designed keeping in mind the dynamic nature of the UPSC civil services examinations. Hence, Target 2022 focus on overall preparation of a serious civil services aspirant, and it will sail you through UPSC civil services examination very smoothly. So today we will discuss 5 important questions on environment. So the first question is, with reference to food chains in ecosystems, consider the following statements. Statement number 1, a food chain illustrates the order in which a chain of organisms feed upon each other. Statement number 2, food chains are found within the populations of a species. Statement number 3, a food chain illustrates the numbers of each organism which are eaten by others. So, which of the following statements given above are correct? Option number A, 1 only, B, 1 and 2 only, C, 1, 2 and 3, D, none of the above. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number A, 1 only. A food chain illustrates the order in which a chain of organisms feed upon each other. So a food chain is the sequence of who eats whom in a biological community to obtain nutrition. So a food chain example is grassland biome, grass, then grasshopper, then rat, then snake, and then hawk. So you should have proper knowledge about what is food chain, what is food web, what is ecosystem. So UPSC has already asked some questions on food chain and food web. So in future also there is a large probability that UPSC will ask questions on basic concepts. So this was all about question number first. So now let us discuss question number second. So why is there a great concern about the microbeads that are released into the environment? So the option number A, they are considered harmful to marine ecosystem. B, they are considered to cause skin cancer in children. C, they are small enough to absorbed by crop plants in irrigated fields. Option number D, they are often found to be used as a food adulterants. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So I hope you have written the answer. So the answer of this question is A, they are considered harmful to marine ecosystem. So Bureau of Indian Standards has classified microbeads as unsafe for use in cosmetic products. National Green Tribunal had already directed the center to test cosmetic products containing microbeads after a plea sought ban on their use on the ground. They are extremely dangerous for aquatic life and environment. So option number A is the closest answer. So now let us discuss question number third. Biological oxygen demand is a standard criteria for option number A, measuring oxygen levels in blood. Option number B, computing oxygen levels in forest ecosystems. Option number C, pollution assay in aquatic ecosystems. Option number D, accessing oxygen levels in high altitude regions. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So I hope you have written the answer. So the answer of this question is option number C, pollution assay in aquatic ecosystems. So the amount of oxygen required by bacteria to break down the organic matter present in a certain volume of a sample of water is called biochemical oxygen demand. So you should read more about biochemical oxygen demand and COD, chemical oxygen demand. And this is the very important topic from UPSC exam point of view. So UPSC usually asks questions on pollution. So pollution is a broad topic in which UPSC can ask questions on important topics like BOD, COD, and other topics as well. So this was all about question number third. So now let us discuss question number fourth. So which one of the following are Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve? Option number A, Nayyar, Pepara and Shandurni Wildlife Sanctuaries and Kalakkad Mandathuril Tiger Reserve. Option number B, Mudumalai, Satyamangalam and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuaries and Silent Valley National Park. Option number C, Kondinya, Gundala, Brahmeshwaram and Papikonda Wildlife Sanctuaries and Mukurti National Park. Option number D, Kaval and Sri Venkateshwar Wildlife Sanctuaries and Nagarjun Srishalam Tiger Reserve. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number A, Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve consists of Nayyar, Pepara and Shandurni Wildlife Sanctuaries and their adjoining areas. So option number A is the correct option. So this was the question that was asked from MAP. This is very important topic and it is the favorite topic of UPSC. Every year UPSC asks questions on from this topic, so you should cover these topics very well from standard sources and standard NCRTs and especially those which are in the news. So now let us discuss last question, question number 5. So in the context of solving pollution problems, what is the advantage of bioremediation technique? Statement number 1, it is a technique for cleaning up pollution by enhancing the same biodegradation process that occurs in nature. Statement number 2, any contaminant with heavy metals such as cadmium and lead can be readily and completely treated by bioremediation using microorganisms. Option number 3, genetic engineering can be used to create microorganisms specially designed for bioremediation. So select the correct answer given the code. So option number A, 1 only, B, 2 and 3 only, C, 1 and 3 only, option number D, 1, 2 and 3. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number C, 1 and 3 only. So biosparging is an in situ bioremediation techniques in which we inject the air under pressure below the water table to enhance the rate of biological degradation of contaminants by naturally occurring bacteria. So statement number 1 is right. Statement number 3 is also right, as genetic engineering can be used to create microorganisms specially designed for bioremediation. So let us talk about statement number 2. Not all compounds are susceptible to rapid and complete biodegradation and bioremediation. So it often takes longer times than other treatment processes. So statement number second is unlikely to be correct. So the answer is C, 1 and 3 only. So bioremediation is also very important topic from UPSC prelims exam point of view. So you should read about in situ bioremediation techniques, ex situ bioremediation techniques, and genetic engineering. So it can be asked again by UPSC in its prelims exam. So this was all about this video. I hope you liked the video. So you can share your views in the comment section below, and you can subscribe the channel, and you can press the bell icon as well. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much.